Most people believe that staying strong after 65 means intense exercise, lifting weights, pushing hard, working up a sweat. But what if the most protective movement for your body at this age is actually slow, quiet, and gentle? I'm Dr. Eleanor Hayes, an internal medicine physician, and after more than 20 years of treating patients just like you, I've learned that the body doesn't need to be pushed to be protected. It needs to be supported. Today I want to share one simple idea I use with almost every patient over 65. I call it the stability window, the daily window of time where gentle, controlled movement does more to protect your joints, balance, and independence than almost anything else you can do. Miss that window day after day, and the body slowly stiffens and weakens without you noticing. Use it, even briefly, and you protect function that's easy to lose and hard to get back. Let's walk through 7 simple poses that support exactly that. 1. Mountain pose. The foundation most people skip. Here's something that surprises almost every patient I share it with. Most people assume standing is simple, something the body just knows how to do. So why would anyone practice it? But research suggests that as we age, subtle changes in posture, muscle activation, and balance often go unnoticed until a fall happens. Mountain pose. Simply standing tall, feet grounded, shoulders relaxed, weight evenly distributed, retrains the body to find that alignment on purpose. Why do people overlook this? Because it doesn't feel like exercise. No sweat, no strain. But this pose is often where physical therapists start, precisely because it rebuilds body awareness from the ground up. Think of it like resetting the foundation of a house before building anything else. If the foundation is slightly off, everything built on top of it works harder than it should. For someone over 65, even 30 seconds of mindful standing each day can begin restoring that quiet, foundational stability. The first step through the stability window. Stay with me. The next pose is one my patients are always surprised to learn helps their balance so directly. 2. Tree pose. The gentle balance builder. Here's a pattern interrupt most people don't expect. Balance isn't something you either have or don't. It's a skill, and like any skill, it can be practiced. Many people believe balance naturally declines with age, and there's little to be done about it. It's often treated as an unavoidable part of getting older. But studies show that balance-focused movement, practiced regularly, can meaningfully support stability and reduce fall risk in older adults. Tree pose. Standing on one leg, using a wall or chair for support if needed, is one of the simplest ways to practice this daily. Picture a tree in the wind. It doesn't stay upright because it's rigid. It stays upright because its roots continuously adjust. Your standing leg does the same thing, making tiny corrections every second you hold the pose. For someone over 65, practicing this daily, even holding onto a countertop at first, helps the nervous system and muscles relearn that constant, quiet adjustment. This is exactly the kind of small, repeated action that keeps the stability window open. 3. Seated forward fold. Gentle support for flexible hips. This next one addresses something most people don't realize is connected to their balance at all. Many assume that tight hips and hamstrings are simply uncomfortable, an annoyance, not a real concern. But research suggests that reduced flexibility in the hips and hamstrings can affect gait, posture, and even the way weight shifts while walking, all of which relate to fall risk over time. A gentle seated forward fold, sitting with legs extended, reaching slowly toward the feet without forcing or bouncing, helps maintain flexibility in this area without strain. Think of your hips and hamstrings like hinges on a door. A hinge that's rarely moved slowly stiffens. It still works, but with more resistance, more effort, less ease. This pose isn't about touching your toes. It's about keeping that hinge moving smoothly, one gentle stretch at a time. Stay with me. The next pose surprises most people because of how much it protects the spine. 4. Cat-cow pose, keeping the spine mobile. Here's what most doctors don't have time to explain in a quick visit. Spinal stiffness often isn't from age alone. It's frequently from stillness. Many people assume back stiffness after 65 is simply inevitable, something to accept and work around. But research suggests that regular, gentle spinal movement, like the slow arching and rounding of cat-cow pose, done on hands and knees or seated in a chair, helps maintain flexibility in the spine and supports the muscles around it. Picture your spine like a row of hinges stacked on top of each other. Movement, even small movement, keeps each hinge working. Stillness lets them lock into place. For someone over 65, especially those who sit for long periods, a few slow rounds of cat-cow each day can meaningfully support comfortable, mobile movement in daily life. Reaching, turning, bending. 5. Chair pose. Building strength without strain. Here's something that goes against what most people assume. You don't need heavy weights to build meaningful strength. Many believe that without resistance training, muscles simply can't be maintained as we age. But research shows that bodyweight movements, like chair pose, where you bend the knees slightly, as if sitting back into an invisible chair, can help maintain strength in the legs and core, which are essential for standing, sitting, and rising safely. This is especially important because leg strength is directly tied to fall prevention and independence, the ability to get up from a chair, a bed, or the floor without struggle. Think of your leg muscles like the support beams of a building. You don't need to overload them to keep them strong. You just need to use them, regularly, in controlled ways. Holding chair pose for even a few breaths each day is a small, sustainable way to keep those support beams engaged. 6. Legs up the wall pose, supporting circulation and calm. This next one surprises most patients because it doesn't feel like exercise at all, and that's exactly the point. Many assume that rest and relaxation don't offer any real physical benefit. If it's not active, it must not be doing anything. But research suggests that gently elevating the legs, lying down with legs resting up a wall, may support healthy circulation and help the nervous system shift into a calmer, more restful state. For someone over 65, this can be especially supportive at the end of the day, easing tension in the legs and gently encouraging fluid to move back toward the heart. Picture a river given a moment to flow downhill freely, instead of working against gravity all day. This pose gives your circulation exactly that kind of brief, easy assist. Stay with me. The final pose ties together everything we've covered. 7. Seated meditation, the overlooked pose that supports everything else. Save this one. It's the insight that surprises my patients the most. Most people think of yoga purely as physical movement, but the final, quiet pose, simply sitting upright, breathing slowly and intentionally for a few minutes, plays a role many overlook entirely. Research suggests that slow, mindful breathing may help support healthy blood pressure and reduce the physical effects of chronic stress, both of which are closely tied to long-term cardiovascular and overall health. Why is this so often skipped? Because it doesn't look like doing anything. No movement, no visible effort. But this stillness is often what allows the nervous system to recover from the daily wear of stress. Think of it as the quiet maintenance behind everything else, the moment that lets your body absorb the benefits of the other 6 poses, rather than rushing past them. The insight I saved for last. Here's the surprising truth beneath everything we've covered today. None of these poses need to be perfect, deep, or advanced to matter. The stability window isn't opened by intensity, it's opened by consistency. A few gentle minutes each day, done regularly, often protects more long-term function than occasional, intense effort ever could. Smart questions to ask your doctor. If this resonated with you, here are 3 questions worth asking at your next appointment. Based on my current balance and mobility, are there any of these poses I should modify or approach carefully? Would a referral to a physical therapist help me build a safe, personalized, gentle movement routine? Are there specific signs of fall risk I should be watching for as I incorporate more movement into my day? If this helped you, please subscribe. Every week, I share research-backed health insights you won't find in a rushed, 10-minute doctor's visit. Aging well isn't about pushing harder, it's about moving gently, consistently, and with intention. Protecting the strength and stability you have, one quiet pose at a time. This video is for educational purposes only, and does not replace advice from your personal physician.